Hello and welcome back to the Paleocast Gaming Network's coverage of the final game of Euro 2020 between Italy and England. Here we'll be performing a highly accurate prediction of the match using Beast Battle Simulator, in which we'll be taking a look at the fossil organisms from each country and then approximating them to those available for selection in the game and hoping we get a nice even battle. The list of fossil organisms is quite limited, and so as much as it upsets me as an invertebrate paleontologist, we're going to be focusing mainly on dinosaurs and other Mesozoic vertebrates. So that doesn't sound too difficult, at least not for England, but it soon became apparent that Italy doesn't have very many dinosaurs at all, and this is a fact that's apparently quite well known and has been written about a fair amount. I found a brief explanation as to why by Cristiano del Sasso's 2003 paper on Dinosaurs of Italy. To vertebrate paleontologists, Italy has represented a curious exception for almost 200 years. Whilst all over Europe and other continents dinosaur bones emerged everywhere, the giant reptiles of the Mesozoic seem to have deserted the boot country. According to geological studies, during the Age of Reptiles, the Italian peninsula was completely covered by the Tethys Ocean, which explains why you don't get very many. Regardless, I'm going to pick my first 11 from the few dinosaurs available for selection and fill in wherever necessary. And just to warn you, I've never pronounced any of these names ever before, either in Latin or Italian, so apologies for massacring them. We'll start with the first Italian dinosaur ever discovered, which was as recently as 1980. This was Scipionyx samniticus, and it was a remarkably complete fossil, even preserving soft tissues including muscle and, remarkably, the intestine. It spent 13 years languishing in the basement of the collector that found it, getting very little game time, but eventually forced the move to Milan. The fossil specimen comes from the Lower Cretaceous, and the organism has been suggested to be as young as 3 days old, so it's really showing footballing talent beyond its years. As a compsognathed, it is here represented by Compsognathus and starts on the right wing. The next fossil discovery was that of Tethys hadrus insularis, a hadrosaur from the Upper Cretaceous rocks of Villaggio del Pescatore in the northeast of Italy. This specimen, nicknamed Antonio, is Europe's most complete hadrosaur and complete midfielder. Since we don't have any hadrosaurs in the game, we'll just have to use a Triceratops, and you're just going to have to like it. Playing alongside is Soltrio veneta zanella I, talisman of the Italian team and an attacking mid-sized theropod. It's a ceratosaur from the early Jurassic of Soltrio in northern Italy. It was scouted in 1996 by Angelo Zanella in a marble quarry, shortly after having suffered an almost career-ending injury in an explosion. It's here represented by the mighty T-Rex. In defense, we have another titan of the game, in this instance a titanosaur. It's known from a single caudal or tail vertebra that was actually discovered during the creation of a wall in Rocca di Cave in Rome. It's still not sure who was taking the free kick though. This titanosaur will prove to be a key player in defense, and it is here represented by a Brachiosaurus. Rounding off the physical evidence for dinosaurs in Italy, like this is a fragment of theropod bone from a wall of a cave in Palermo in Sicily. This was only a couple of centimetres in cross-section, so as an attacking player will be represented by a generic velociraptor, and that's up front. Moving on to trace fossil evidence of dinosaurs now. In 1985, a 12-year-old student identified 100 dinosaur footprints in the Triassic Deltaic deposits of Lerici. Amongst these dinosaurs were included a coelophysoid, here represented by another velociraptor on the left wing, and a prosauropod. We don't know exactly when they turned pro, but they complete the centre-back pairing of sauropods. The Lerici pair, being Triassic, will undoubtedly bring the benefit of their experience to the side. Identified from rocks of De Lucia quarry in Altamura, amongst 30,000 individual prints, are those of an ankylosaur. We have one of those to choose from, so it makes a team and avoids being left back in the Cretaceous. Whilst Italy has numerous other dinosaur trackways to offer, it also has other Mesozoic animals, including Eudimorphodon, one of the earliest pterosaurs in the fossil record. It was found in the late Triassic rocks of Chile and is incredibly important to our understanding of early pterosaur evolution. It's excellent in the air and so starts up front. At right back is the experienced Triassic synapsid Alyrosaurus ronchii from the Permian of Sardinia, an area famed for the presence of these stem mammals. Questions do still remain about its heading ability though. It's here represented by Dimetrodon, another Permian synapsid. It's not a dinosaur. And finally in net we have Tysinosuchus ferox, a Rauisuchian archosaur from the Triassic of Bassano. I've never said any of those words before, but it could equally have played for Switzerland. It's heavily armoured and thought to be very fast moving, and is here represented by a crocodile. Looking at the England team now, and you should be able to recognise the name of many a famous dinosaur. Known from the early Cretaceous of Surrey, Baryonyx walkeri leads the England line. Whilst it may not have the attacking threat of a T-Rex, it was certainly a very large and impressive theropod. It is a Spinosaurid, and so is here represented by Spinosaurus. Also in attack is the small theropod Sarcosaurus woodii. It's from the early Jurassic, so has plenty of experience. It's not known from a whole lot of remains, and so has been a hard species to find a position for amongst all the other theropods. It's here represented by a Velociraptor as a generic small-sized theropod. Adding pace in the left side of midfield is Dimorphodon macronix, who was originally discovered by world-famous scout Mary Anning and signed up by Richard Owen in 1859. You may be wondering what the difference between England's Dimorphodon and Italy's Eudimorphodon is. Well, the easiest way to tell them apart is that Dimorphodon is a winger and Eudimorphodon is a striker. Megalosaurus bucklandii is a dinosaur used to playing on the world stage. Its footballing talent has long been recognised and its famed through balls. Megalosaurus is an attacking midfielder and is here represented by T-Rex. Alongside is the Centrosaurus armatus, a defensive midfielder. The first stegosaurid ever described, it was of similar proportions to Stegosaurus and is represented as such for this match. It was found in 1874 in a clay pit within the Kimmeridge Clay Formation in Swindon. On the right is Proceratosaurus bradleyi. Whilst only known from a partial skull, it is still thought to be a tyrannosauroid, but is here represented by a raptor as a generic small-sized theropod. At right back is the Ankylosaur Polacanthus foxii. This late Cretaceous species was discovered by the Reverend William Fox in 1865 on the Isle of Wight. Covered in armoured plates and spikes, it should prove to have a very robust defence. Polacanthus is represented by Ankylosaurus. The central defensive pairing of Pelorosaurus coniberi and Cetiosaurus oxoniensis are both represented by brachiosaurs. They share a very close history of study that is incredibly complicated to follow and has 5 paragraphs dedicated to it in Wikipedia. It'll be interesting to see whether this partnership will play out in the game. At left back is the veteran defender Hylaeosaurus armatus, an early Cretaceous ankylosaur from West Sussex found by Gideon Mantell. Discovered in a quarry, Hylaeosaurus came back from a very similar injury to Saltrio veneta and was nearly written off as worthless. It quickly got patched up and earned its place in the England side. And finally, in goal we have Mary Anning's dog Trey, who was killed in a landslide. Shouldn't be on the team, but we overspent on the England budget and have to balance it out, in fairness. So those are the teams, and we now hand you over to our state-of-the-art artificial intelligence for the commentary. Hello and welcome to this fantastic match between Italy and England. Italy are showing good possession here. Italy have taken a shot. Oh, it's hit the post. It's off the line. Who'll get to it first? It's like watching a game of pinball, just wide of the target. That looks like it might just creep in. It's off the line! Well, I have to say that was some world-class defending. He's taken it into the corner. Well, that's a foul, surely. Where's the referee? England are on a break now. He's taken it into the corner. Now he's only got the keeper to beat. Unbelievable. Well, I have to say that was some world-class defending. Well, he really is worth every penny. Italy are on a break now. He's taken it into the corner. Italy have taken a shot that looks like it might just creep in. It's a goal! Italy have scored! Where was the keeper? England kick us back off. He's taken it down the line. There was a really nasty coming together there. I hope they're okay. That looked nasty. That looks like it might just creep in. Oh, it's hit the post. How did he miss from there? He's taken it down the line. Which way is he taking this? Does he know which team he's playing for? It's off the line. Which way is he taking this? Does he know which team he's playing for? The ball's up in the air. That's a great header. He's dominated every single aerial battle. It's like watching a game of pinball. Oh, it's hit the post. I don't believe it. It's an own goal by Italy. The Italy manager is absolutely furious on the touchline. He's taken it down the line. Where's the referee? Who'll get to it first? Italy are on a break now. Who'll get to it first? It's a foot race to be the first to the ball. England get to it first. Which way is he taking this? Does he know which team he's playing for? It's off the line. He's taken it down the line. Italy have taken a shot. Oh, it's hit the post. That looks like it might just creep in. I don't believe it. It's an own goal by England. I expect the manager will have a word with him at halftime. England gets us back underway. He's taken it down the line. He's taken it into the corner. The cross comes in. That looks like it might just creep in. Goal! 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 I don't believe it. It's an own goal by Italy. They've done it. England have scored an equaliser. It's like watching a game of pinball. Italy are showing good possession here. Can he keep his composure? Now he's only got the keeper to beat. What a great shot by Italy. That was a terrible shot by the man from Italy. Well, I think he's going to be disappointed with that. Striker! You can stick it in, thank you and good night. The goalkeeper's got football pie all over his shirt. Against all the odds, Italy have won! Nobody would have predicted this outcome. It's not coming home this year. That's all from our commentary team here at the Paleocast Gaming Network. Thanks to our sponsors at the Paleontological Association. And if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe.